Prime Time Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Hello and welcome to Primetime Local News. I'm Astarta Lazo and thank you for joining us. The Lloydminster Men's Shelter is already getting ready for tomorrow's coldest night of the year walk through the city. The purpose of the walk is to have people experiencing the frigid temperatures unhoused community members deal with throughout the winter. Though it has warmed up, the extreme cold weather has given many people a taste of what it is like for constant struggle for those without shelter.
Tomorrow, so from 4 o'clock until 7 o'clock, we already have almost 120 walkers already registered. We've almost hit our goal of $35,000 already. We were $82 short so far as of this morning. So very, very excited for the participation from the community and really helping towards our cause.
The money raised from coldest night of the year will toward the expansion of the men's shelter so more unhoused people can have a warm place to go when temperatures drop below freezing.
It's like this cold snap, and we've been turning away a lot of clients because we only have 28 beds. So we're in desperate need of an expansion. We need more beds for men. We need an option for more beds for women as well. So that's where this money is really going towards, is to help us to be able to get a bigger location. So.
Anyone who is interested in registering for the coldest night of the year can head to cnoy.org/Lloydminster. With a sudden recent increase in airplane complication across Canada and the United States, it is causing some people to rule off traveling altogether. Registered psychologist in Lloydminster, Michelle Hamilton, speaks to the consumption of fearful media possibly leading to this development.
It's really important to be very careful to limit how much exposure we allow ourselves, first of all, to have so much content focusing on fear coming at us. It reminds me a lot right now of the COVID lockdown phase where there is so much fear propaganda, it feels like.
Outside of the recent airplane issues you may see in the news, flying is still filled with anxiety for many travelers.
Fear of flying, fear of travel, like any anxiety disorder, is something that can respond very well to therapy. So I've worked with many clients who've sought out therapy specific with the goal of addressing their fear of flying, for example, that's interfering with their ability to enjoy life the way they want to. So that's one option for some folks if they can make that happen.
We are welcoming the warm temperatures this weekend, and it's a chance to check out the annual Cutter Rally for Cancer. The men's shelter is also hosting its coldest night of the year fundraiser. Heather Clages has more in this week's edition of What's Happening.
The 21st Annual Cutter Rally for Cancer, it's coming up tomorrow right here at the Lloydex. Registration begins at 11 a.m. That's also when the Ron C. McDonald Trail is going to open up. And there's a number of different ways you can take part in the Cutter Rally for Cancer. You can enter your team of horses and cutter. You can participate on horseback. You can be a participant. You can catch a ride, or you can purchase a ghost hand. Tickets, they're $65 each. And when you head out on the trail, you stop at different checkpoints, you roll the dice for a chance to win an amazing grand prize. If you're the grand prize winner at the Cutter Rally for Cancer, you get to choose. Maybe you'll pick this beautiful cutter, maybe you'll go with the harness package, or maybe you'll go with the $2,000 cash. Plus, when you get your ticket, it includes a delicious meal after a day out on the trail. If you choose the ghost hand option, there's going to be great volunteers here. They'll roll the dice for you, so you still have a chance to win. Plus, you can still join them for the great meal after the day on the trail. All the funds raised, they are going to support local organizations, the Lloydminster Region Health Foundation and also Haying in the 30s. And they're going to help people in our community who are fighting cancer. It's a great day out on the trail, a great way to support local. For all the details and to get your ticket now, you can head online, cutterrallyforcancer.com. Coming up tomorrow, it's the coldest night of the year fundraiser. This family-friendly fundraising winter walk is in support of the Lloydminster Men's Shelter. A number of teams have already registered. One way you can support is by making that donation to a team that's taking part in this walk. But there is still time for you to register as well and take part in this fundraiser. Coming up tomorrow at 4 p.m., that's when registration and check-in is going to get underway. Then there's going to be a walk through downtown Lloydminster. Approximately approximately 5K, but you don't have to go on the whole 5-kilometer walk if you and your family choose to do a shorter walk. Then after that, there's going to be a meal and a warm-up to follow. It's in support of the Lloydminster Men's Shelter. For all the details, to get registered or to make a donation, you can head online right now to cnoy.org. The biggest comedy tour in Canada is coming to Lloydminster next week. The Snowed In Comedy Tour will take to the stage at the Vic Juba Community Theatre coming up on Thursday night. It features Just for Laughs winner Dan Quinn. Pete Zedlacher is another of the comedians that's going to be a part of this fun show. Don't wait, get your ticket now so that you can enjoy a night of laughter at the Vic Juba Community Theatre. vicjubatheatre.ca for all the details. Whatever you choose to do this weekend, we hope you stay safe and stay healthy.
What's Happening is brought to you by Northern Factory Workwear, Circle Drive East, Saskatoon, and Highway 17 South, Lloydminster.
We'll have more primetime local news after the break. Crushing Lloydminster next week is Econoline Crush as they bring their sound to Lloyd for their 2025 tour. And I was able to talk to singer Trevor Hurst to learn more. Today I'm joined by Econoline Crush singer Trevor Hurst to talk about their upcoming concert here in Lloydminster. Thank you so much for joining me today, Trevor. You guys are currently on tour and are coming down here in Lloydminster next week on February 27th at Cheers Live. And so what can fans expect from your upcoming concert here?
Oh, it's going to be high energy. It picks songs from all throughout our, recording career. It's great. Like for us, it's been a long time. I can't even remember the last time we were in Lloydminster. I think it was like with Alice Cooper or something. So I'm very excited to come back. I think it's going to be, for people, it'll be a fun, high energy show that, that they've come to know from us, like over the years. We've always been kind of over the top and having fun.
Absolutely. And so is there a particular song that you're excited to sing as well?
Well, I mean, it's interesting too, over the years, certain songs have different meanings. Certain songs become dear to your heart. I think for me, it's always I have a special place in my heart for Sparkle and Shine, especially after, we lost our guitar player Ziggy to the same sort of thing. And, I think for us, it's symbolic of just how we can keep going, and also just it's a commentary kind of on the music industry in its own way. But I love playing that song live, and I love how the audience reacts to it.
That's so sweet. Awesome. And so, speaking of the audience and the fans, how can they get involved or participate in the tour, whether it's through like meet and greets and such?
Well, if they go to econolinecrushmusic.com, there'll be details for every show. We always try, at least I do, after every show to go to the merch booth and meet with fans. I think you never know this when you start out in a band, that how long it's going to last or how your music's going to affect people. And I think that one of the most amazing things about being at this point in our career is that I will meet people after the show and talk to them, and they will tell me stories about what our songs meant to them, or where they used the music, or what they remember about the music, or what new songs they like. But those stories are so like life affirming and enriching, right? Because it kind of lets you know that this music that you made, it actually mattered.
And so with that, like, how has the tour been for you? Like, do you have like favorite moments so far?
I mean, I think it's always, it's weird. It all just blurs together. But I think the biggest thing for me is just the fans. I love to see their faces. I love to watch them singing along. I love the stories. And I just think it all kind of blurs together. But the biggest things are just that fan interaction at the shows, the singing, the smiles. We're pretty lucky to do this, Like, there's a time when all you do is watch your chart position and you want to be like the biggest band in the world, and there's nothing wrong with that. I still want to be the biggest band in the world, but like having fans that love your music and being able to see that you made a change in their lives and that your music creates some sort of happiness for them is really amazing thing. And I never thought that would be play as big a role, I think, in my life as it does, but it really does. I really feel so grateful, and I really live for those stories and those moments when they tell you, hey, this song, man, I was at my whatever graduation party and da-da-da, it's just, I love it a lot.
Awesome. And so after this, like, are there some projects or events that fans should be on the lookout for?
Well, there's going to be some more festival dates. Then in the fall, there's going to be a theater tour that we're going to do where we'll play some acoustic stuff, which is something we've never done really that much of live. So that's all exciting. And always just to Econoline Crush Music. .com or Econoline Crush Official at our Instagrams, and we have Facebook as well, all the socials. But yeah, just keep following us on our socials if you don't already. Sign up because there's all kinds of stuff. There's always giveaways too for merch and things like that.
Thank you again, perfect. Thank you so much for chatting with me today about your guys' upcoming concert, which again will be at Cheers Live next week on February 27th. Thank you so much for agreeing to do the interview.
Okay, take care, Star.
That's all for news. Sports is next, but first, here's a look at your closing market.
Today's oil prices are brought to you by First General Services.
The ACAC Men's Volleyball Championships are now underway, and the hosts Lakeland Rustlers were excited to play their first game as hosts of the tournament. Our Thomas Wildman has more.
A large group of Rustlers fans came out to support the Lakeland Rustlers men's volleyball team in their first match of playoffs when they took on the Olds College Broncos. In the first two sets, the Rustlers were able to grab narrow 26-24 victories, but then in the third and the fourth set, the Broncos would come out on top. In the fifth and final set, the Rustlers got off to a great start and were able to hold on to the lead, winning 15-6 and punch their ticket to the semifinals.
First two sets, I thought we played pretty clean. Came out with two real close set wins, and then again our service seat broke down a little bit in sets 3-4. Give Olds a lot of credit. They battled. Again, we were able to get a little more steady in the last and final set. Just all the way in general, I thought we played with a lot of composure, and just shows, like how good our veteran guys are.
The Rustlers got a huge boost from the home crowd and hope to continue using that in their future games.
It's our home gym. Like, we know the crowd is behind us, and that's huge. Like, we arguably have the best crowd in the country. I don't think it's close, honestly. So, yeah, it's sweet to be home and gives us a lot of confidence going into games.
The Rustlers will next play the top team in the South, the Red Deer Polytechnic Kings. Thomas Wildman, Primetime, Local News.
The Marshall Snow Kings are having a snowmobile rally coming up on March 8th. Our Randy Cormish got a chance to speak with some of the people involved.
Today, I'm joined with Kat Gauthier, who is the secretary for the Marshall Snow Kings, as well as Diana Tobler, who is a sponsor for the Snow Kings with the Classic Oilfield Service. So thank you, ladies, for joining me today. Would you be able to just tell me a bit about the Marshall Snow Kings and what it's all about?
Yeah, I'll speak to that one. So it started off with just a bunch of friends in the area that would always go on rides together, and they decided to make it an event. And so now it's a rally, and they just kind of choose a trail that they like to go on, and away they go.
Yeah, awesome. And how long has the Snow Kings been around for? Like, how long has this been a thing?
It's been around for roughly 7 years the guys have been together, going for rides, but the rally itself has only been 5 years now, so it's slowly getting more popular, I guess, throughout the communities.
Yeah, we skipped a year last year because there wasn't enough snow.
Yeah.
But it kind of works out. This is like the 5th annual and it's on 2025. So.
Yeah. So yeah,
yeah,
hopefully
awesome.
you get some more snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, more snow would be nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And how often do the sled rallies happen? Like, are they like a usual thing or more of a
Yeah,
plan?
it is. We try to hold it annually every March. Usually second week of March is our go-to date. So yeah, hopefully it'll happen this year and then we won't lose our snow. But yeah, annually is when we typically do it.
Okay. And what will the sled rally be like on the 8th? Like, what should people expect if they're showing up?
High energy.
Yeah,
Tons of fun.
Yeah, we have a ton of door prizes and we have lots of food. We have a free pancake breakfast right at 10, and we have lunch on the trail. There is some snacks when you get back, and we also have some live entertainment for people that wish to stay, so like a dance and stuff. So
yeah, so 10 a.m. is when registration starts, and that's when they have their breakfast.
Yeah.
And then they have their ride throughout the day, really well marked trails. And at 8 p.m. there's a dance with there's 3 different bands or 2 DJs and a band playing at the Marshall Hall.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And how do you see the Marshall Snow Kings growing like over the next few years? Like, do you see any changes or like more people joining in or?
Yeah, we're just hoping that year after year we can make it bigger and better. We've had roughly 300 registrations the year before, so we're hoping to get more this year. And yeah, just without our support from our Marshall community and all of our sponsors, we couldn't make it happen. So we're just hoping that we can continue this annually for as long as we can.
Yeah. And how many sponsors do you have exactly? Do you know?
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
There's a lot. I have a poster.
Yeah, we have a ton. Plus, we have a lot of
there's a lot of people on there.
Yeah.
Oh wow, those are all the sponsors.
Yeah.
And there's
That's
more.
awesome.
Yeah.
We have lots of door prize sponsors too. They just give us whatever swag they'd like to give to put towards the giveaways. So
Wow, awesome. And then is there just anything else you wanted to add for people thinking of coming to the rally?
I think it's such a good opportunity for like a community like Marshall to have people gather together and have an event like this. And I think it's really good, like fellowship.
Yeah.
A day of fun.
Brings communities together.
A reason why winter could be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we just, if people are wanting to get more updates on the rally itself, if you're on Facebook, it's Marshall Snow Kings is our Facebook group. And I just had a small disclaimer too, is the bank machine in the Marshall Bank is unfortunately not in service. So we just want to make sure people know that they have to bring cash. So I don't want to turn people away if they don't have money on them, kind of thing, right? So
Awesome. Yeah, well, that's all the questions I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this, and I look forward to hearing how the rally turns out.
And now let's take a look at your pets of the day.
Send photos of your pet and their name to have them featured on Pet of the Day.
Thank you for watching Primetime Local News. I'm Astarta Lazo, and have a great rest of your day.